The Chevy Malibu has long been one of the most desirable vehicles ever to grace a rental car lot. But in the consumer market, Chevrolet's been unable to capture a meaningful chunk of market share in the mid-size sedan segment. Well, the times they are a-changing, because the latest Malibu is a mid-size sedan you'll actually want to own. Over 2 inches longer, yet nearly 300 pounds lighter than its predecessor, there's no denying Chevy has finally put forth the engineering effort it takes to succeed in the industry's most competitive segment. And since modern mechanicals go unnoticed without the good looks to back them up, the 9th generation Malibu sports a design worthy of luxury car bravado. Virtually every body panel features some sort of contour or character line. Add them all together, and they create a look that feels decidedly upscale. Really, the only thing that feels out of place is the nameplate badging on the front doors. But it's nothing that 10 minutes with a blow dryer and some dental floss can't fix. Malibu's interior transformation is just as striking as its new exterior. The longer wheelbase frees up more legroom in every seating position, especially out back. Along with a serviceable center seat, the rear quarters provide plenty of space for a 6-footer's frame. Holding the seat releases in the trunk exposes a nearly flat floor, complemented by one of the largest trunks in its class. Not unlike its electrified rivals, however, cargo space drops by roughly 25% in the Malibu Hybrid to make room for the lithium-ion battery pack. While the design is certainly deserving of praise, we're more impressed with just how well everything works together. Yes, it might be the only car in its class with a hard upper dash, but this cost-saving decision is brilliant for 2 reasons. First, you're not going to notice the difference unless you're constantly caressing your dash. Stop that. Second, it allowed GM engineers to utilize higher quality materials where they're needed the most, like the armrests, leg rests, and center instrument panel. We're also quite fond of the steering wheel's rear-facing audio buttons for controlling Chevy's revamped MyLink infotainment system, which now incorporates a quick-witted capacitive touchscreen, as well as standard Android Auto and Apple CarPlay integration in all but base L trims. MyLink surprised us with another handy feature, one we've never seen before, that cuts ambient noise during Bluetooth phone calls by automatically reducing fan speed. If there's one area in which the Malibu reigns supreme over the competition, it's interior noise. This is easily the quietest mid-size sedan to date. The ride is soft but not floaty, and the steering is well calibrated for parking lots as well as high-speed driving. Slack-free is the way to be. What the Malibu does lack are adjustable seatbelt anchors, an oversight that might become an issue for drivers over 6'2". Front seats are supportive and offer sufficient adjustment for various physiques, but we were put off by the wobbly seatbacks found in both of our test vehicles. The Malibu saga picks up once again under the hood, where a standard 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder and 6-speed automatic transmission joined forces with a slightly reworked version of the carryover 2-liter Turbo 4 and accompanying 8-speed auto box. Sure, a motorcycle-sized engine in a mid-sized sedan seems dangerously underpowered on paper, but with a 0 to 60 time of approximately 8.5 seconds, the base 1.5-liter isn't out of its league until you need to execute an aggressive pass at speeds in excess of 70 miles an hour. Plus, it returns an EPA-estimated 37 mpg on the highway on regular fuel. The 2-liter mill, which requires premium fuel, posts fuel economy scores of 22 mpg in the city and 32 mpg on the highway. The Malibu Hybrid's 1.8-liter gasoline engine and twin electric motors generate 182 net system horsepower and 277 pound-feet of torque, all while achieving EPA ratings of 48 mpg in the city and 45 mpg on the highway. Seeing as the base L model is essentially a rental fleet special that doesn't even come with alloy wheels, Bluetooth, or a USB port, the Chevy Malibu realistically begins with the $24,000 LS trim. At this price point, you get a 6-speaker audio system linked to a 7-inch touchscreen, a backup camera, OnStar safety telematics with a 6-month complimentary trial, 10 airbags including driver and front passenger knee airbags, automatic headlight control, and passive entry with push-button start. Upper trims ranging from the 1LT to the line-topping Premier model add niceties like rear seat vents, a configurable driver information display, an 8-inch touchscreen with navigation and audio by Bose, heated and ventilated front seats, a heated steering wheel, panoramic moonroof, and active safety features like forward collision alert, lane departure warning, adaptive cruise control, and blind spot monitoring, a feature we highly recommend considering the fact that the driver's side mirror flexes and distorts in the outwardmost position. And while nighttime illumination is quite good across the board, the Malibu's options roster does not include HID or LED headlights. Given its checkered past, the latest Malibu is also expected to return slightly below average residual values. As a result, those who place a premium on value for dollar might want to consider the Toyota Camry, Honda Accord, Nissan Altima, Subaru Legacy, or Mazda 6. Nevertheless, while it might not set the new standard among midsize sedans, the Chevy Malibu has proven itself to be affordable, likable, and, most of all, recommendable.